Okay, before you leave a dislike and close the video, just hear me out for a few minutes. I can guarantee you that you may like some of the things I'm gonna say, and you could even try RuneScape 3 for yourself. But with that said, hello everyone, Kaoz here, and welcome not to an old school RuneScape video, but rather a RuneScape 3 video, yes. Today, I have a very special video, which is going to be one of the very few RuneScape 3 videos I think I'm going to do. Number one is because I am still kind of noobish, even though I have, kind of decent stats at the moment. I still consider myself not really familiar with the game. But today we have a very, very special occasion, and I also want to record it, and if you are watching, it means that I got it correctly, because I only have one attempt at doing this, so when I get it, that's it. I am going to get my quest point cape in RuneScape 3, very nice. I just finished Sliske's endgame, and holy shit, with my levels, it was actually quite painful. I had like maybe, I don't know, 6 attempts at the final fight, but let's not, delay it any further. Let's go ahead and claim the quest and talk to this Relnomina or whatever. So, what about we say gentle approach, and as you can know, or as you can see, the spacebar, obviously kind of the champion of the quest cape in RuneScape. In both Old School and RuneScape 3. So, once we do this, I am going to tell you the little structure of the video that we are going to do after I claim my rewards here in the quest. What happened, whatever, so we just tell this girl, Sliske's endgame complete, and I click this. Yes, we have some rewards here, very good, and look at this, oh my god, I completed all the quests in this game. This is exactly what I did in RuneScape, in old school RuneScape, because in my opinion, if you complete the quests, there's literally nothing stopping you from enjoying the game. Now, obviously, I still have the what do you call it? The, where is it? The quests. I still have the mini quests to complete, so for example, right here, there are still many to go, but with the questcape, off the list, I guess, we are still good to go. So let's go ahead and buy a questcape and tell you what I'm going to talk about in this video. So apparently the wise old man is still selling the questcape. And let me see. No, this is the new thing, archaeology. I'd like to ask about something. I don't know how to get it. Desert days, whatever, something to do with you. Your retirement, your hat. Okay, I swear to God, the quest or the guide said that. Oh yeah, quest point cape. Nice, okay. And apparently, okay, so let me just go ahead and turn on what is it? The broadcast messages, because apparently your achievement gets published to everyone once you buy the quest cape for the very first time, right? So 99k, very nice. Have fun with it. Oh, look at that. Achieved or have been awarded a quest point cape, and I think, oh, this also, oh nice, look at that, this is also advertised in the clan. By the way, shout out to my clan, the Frosty Knights, very nice group. Let's see, I'm just gonna say thank you, and then I'm just going to talk later. Oh, look at that, dude. Oh my god, I completed this in, I think it was since I've been playing close, so for example, I think slightly after the the Steam release, I started and I was like, okay, quest point cape right away, but I didn't know it was gonna take this long. Now, mind you, it was like maybe 2 months of a break because of RuneScape, because of the old school leagues, and yeah, so there we go. That is the quest point cape. I think I'm gonna have to take my wings off because I like to see the icon, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And after that clip showing my RuneScape 3 quest cape, hello everyone, Kaoz here, and welcome to another old school RuneScape video. It's not technically going to be about old school, but rather today I am going to talk about RuneScape 3, as I have been pretty addicted, and honestly, I think it's going to go on for quite a bit, not to disappoint anyone, just letting everyone know in case you are craving some videos. And especially after this week's video about the Theatrics drama, I honestly didn't think it was going to blow up the way it did, but it was kind of an inspiration to keep making videos and keep, giving you guys some good ideas and guides and all of that stuff. So today I am going to talk about pros and cons of RuneScape 3, and hopefully I can inspire or motivate at least some of you to to even try the game out just for a little bit. The reason for this is because I was a huge RuneScape 3 hater, especially back in the day in 2012 when I quit because of EOC, and honestly right now I think the game is pretty solid and I am having a ton of fun. So if you guys want to, give it a try, or if you play after, playing old school RuneScape or while playing OSRS, then you can go ahead and let me know. This video is going to be laid out, in a pretty simple way. First, I'm going to talk about the cons of RuneScape 3 as well as, the pros after I, finish with the bad stuff. I want to talk about the bad stuff first, just to get it out of the way, and then I am going to talk a little bit more about the things I really like about the game. So, let's begin. About the cons, the only negative complaint I have about it so far is in terms of the skills. So there are some skills, and I am going to name, in my personal opinion, what's wrong with them. But the one I hated the most, that I already have 99, was Divination. For some reason, I think the skill itself is like really diverse and it can help, especially Iron Man, it can help a lot of people, even make money or make really useful things. But training it, honestly, is one of the worst things I have done since getting my 99 in rune crafting in old school RuneScape. It's honestly one of the most tedious, annoying, painful things I have ever experienced, and honestly it's just so slow. So if you get into the game, make sure to have a mindset in which you are going to be spending a lot of time training Divination, and it's honestly really not that fun. The next complaints that I have are about skills that are not really that great, or I guess greatly improved from old school RuneScape, and these are fletching, hunter, fishing, fire making, and woodcutting. Now obviously the core gameplay and the core mechanics of every single one of these skills has stayed the same, and if you say, okay, so if you got those 99s in old school RuneScape, then it should be pretty much the same, so you should be used to it. But that's the thing, RuneScape 3 has been evolving, or I guess quote unquote evolving, for, what is it, like 9 years now, and for these training methods to stay the same, it's a bit cringe. So for example, fletching, I think right now the best training method is either dragon, broad, or rune arrows to give you like a lot of experience, but that's like really boring, and even if it's fast, it's like, I really CBA with that. Next, there's Hunter, and I had this in the list before I knew about the Protean traps, and it's basically criminal experience per hour, right? But if you train Hunter in the traditional way, the XP rates are so slow that you are really not going to want to train. But with your Protean traps, if those are available to you, you get amazing amounts of experience per hour in Anachronia with the Carrion Jadinkos, and I think I was getting like 2 million experience during skill week, or the gathering skill, where you get 50% more XP, and honestly I got from 80 to 99 in a single day, so that was pretty fun. Next, fishing, fire making, and woodcutting were three skills. Fishing, woodcutting, and divination, like I said before, were skills that I spent my bonus experience on in Double XP Weekend, because honestly, those methods, especially woodcutting and fishing, are just painful, and I decided to get them out of the way pretty fast. And the next one, fire making, you have the little, what do you call them? The braziers and shit, and honestly, it's okay experience, but yeah, I didn't really like training it. Especially, all of the bank standing skills. After old school RuneScape, it's like, I really don't want to do this again, but with all the bonus experience you get, it's pretty nice. I only have 3 more complaints about RuneScape 3, and I'm gonna mention them pretty quickly because they are not that bad. First of all, there are the sky filters. These are things that whenever you go to another area of the game, the environment changes to like, shady or sunny, or in the desert, it gets like really bright. And honestly, it changes automatically, and there's no way to make it so you can manually select one and then it stays that way until you turn it off. So it's really annoying to be, having to change that every time you travel. Next one, the game, I don't think it's really that noob friendly. If you don't know anything about RuneScape whatsoever, getting into the game is honestly a little overwhelming, but maybe it's because I haven't tried any other MMOs, and maybe I am underestimating people's ability to, learn a game and know what to do. And last but not least is that since it is Jagex, the customer support is also horrible, so that is actually kind of cringe. Those are my only cons. If you want to try RuneScape 3, have those in mind. And now I am going to talk about the pros, and I am going to start with the skilling as well. So we have skills that we don't have in old school RuneScape. Obviously, we have summoning, dungeoneering, invention, and archaeology. Those are the ones I like, because Divination, I didn't like it, so I put it in the in the con section. But summoning, it is really good for combat. Dungeoneering, I hated it back then in 2012 because it was so slow, but because of the new revolution mechanics and combat, and the combat mechanics in the game, it's like so much faster, and you kill everything in basically 2 shots except for the bosses, so you get so much more experience per hour, and it's just so much fun to see all of those skills implemented in a single instance, in a single skill. So dungeoneering, I believe, is my number 2 skill, my number 2 favorite skill. Next we have invention, and I believe a lot of people say that invention is, if not the most useful skill in the game, it is either the best or the most diverse skill in the game, because invention, you can see it as a DLC for everything you can do in the game in terms of skilling. It's just basically skilling support that you can do for all of the skills. You can enhance your tools, you can enhance your weapons, and it's honestly just like so massive. And honestly, one of the biggest things about invention is that it's both a money sink and an item sink, so it's also really good for the economy. But I'm not going to get that much into it, right? Next, we have my favorite skill in RuneScape 3, which is archaeology. I am actually going to have another video 100% dedicated to RuneScape 3 archaeology, because you have no idea how great it is. I got it I got it to 120 like, in a matter of days or like weeks, because the XP rates are criminal, and honestly just so much fun traveling to all of those places. You guys will see that in the future. But my next pro about RuneScape 3 is that the quest lines are actually finished, and it has, I guess they have their own endings and everything, so obviously old school RuneScape has their own timelines and everything, but I guess the ones from RuneScape 3 are the ones who are canon, I believe. So you get to see all of the continuation of all of the quest lines. You have my favorite, which is the Penguin series. You have the Pirate series, Desert series. You have so many quests, like for example Gothic Sleeps. You have the Sliskase Endgame, which was honestly a banger, which was the last one I finished, and just is so, I mean, I'm not gonna say immersive because I didn't really read a lot of the text, but it's just so much fun to complete all of the quests, right? Next one, combat. One big complaint about people was that combat, was changed like from old school, or I guess RuneScape 3 from RuneScape 2 to RuneScape 3, which was the evolution of combat. But honestly, it was just like, I mean, right now, the way you fight and the way it's set up with Revolution, it makes combat so much easier, so much faster, and it's just incredible. Next I have portable skilling, and honestly these are things that allow you to have so much, like, it's just really not funny how fast and how convenient portable skilling makes everything. You can just bank stand in one of the community worlds and you get like criminal amounts of experience. And that is actually my next pro. The fact that if you play RuneScape 3 after you play old school, it's just basically like speed running the game, because like the worst training methods for all of the I believe I have no coins, so I'm not going to be able to go to Keldagrim. The worst training methods in terms of experience per hour can be like 80, 100, or 120, 150k. And in old school RuneScape, put it as a perspective, rune crafting, you can get at most 70k experience per hour with lava runes, and if you're doing the AFK method with souls or bloods, you can get between 37 or 42k per hour. But in RuneScape 3, the experience per hour you can get is just incredible, right? If you go from old school to RuneScape 3, it's just honestly going to seem like a speedrun, and you're going to enjoy it a whole ton. Next, I have Slayer and Farming. Those are two skills that were improved, and honestly, it boils down to the same activities, but you get more content, so I guess it's a lot more enjoyable to kill more things, to be able to plant more more plants and trees, and honestly it's just like a DLC to the game where you get more experience, more content, and I guess that keeps things pretty fresh from 1 to 120. Next I have some other things that are, you know, pretty general. Overall, the graphics are pretty good. I really like them, even though right now my computer is giving me some problems nowadays. It doesn't really struggle with RuneScape that much, and honestly, a lot of the environments look really, really sexy. Next, there are pets for pretty much anything you can think of in the in the game. You have skilling pets, you have boss pets, you have pets that you can buy, pets that you can earn. You can buy them with gold or with your loyalty points or with rune coins. It's just like really good. And even though I haven't bought any of them, I have achieved some of them, and they actually look pretty cute. And it's actually a way to keep things fresh in order for people to, you know, I guess keep hunting for them in case you are burnt out. So yeah. Next I have the cosmetics. In case you like your cosmetics in your games, you have a ton of options for that one. Wolf, what the fuck are you doing? Please leave me alone. Let me just run for a little bit so we can fuck off. And next, yeah, like I said, you know, the amount of bonus experience that you can get either from the stars, from, you know, from the treasure hunter keys, from double experience, from the from many other things that Jagex actually offers to, you know, the players. It is honestly going to seem like a speedrun, and you are going to have a ton of fun looking at how fast you can gain experience. Next, actually surprising, is that the community is pretty good, right? I joined the Discord, I had a lot of questions, and so far I have made a lot of, you know, connections and friends that helped me out with the game, and I have not had a problem with someone being rude or mean or like telling me to fuck off or something. So every time I find someone who is willing to help, they are always offering tips, they are always answering my questions, and that is honestly so great about the community that, like, it's just like really nice, right? There's almost no toxicity like Theoatrix claims old school RuneScape is plagued. But yeah, the last one is that more often than not, there are going to be more and better updates to RuneScape 3, because I believe since they think the player base is a lot lower, they need to keep those players happy in order to, you know, I guess keep bringing in revenue and everything. So if you like updates, RuneScape 3, in my opinion, offers more updates and better updates that you can see in old school RuneScape. So yeah. Those are my lists. I think you know, even though I didn't want to make this video too long, it's ended up it's going to end up being like 15 or 16 minutes, but hopefully you guys enjoyed my little commentary, and hopefully I, if not inspired you, you know, at least made you curious about trying the game. So if you do so, make sure to leave a comment down below and tell me if you start, and then we can, you know, chat about the game and all that stuff. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video, which I don't know what it's going to be about, but hopefully it's going to be a good one. You guys have a great day, and I will see you then.